Hey friends, how's it going? Ash here. Welcome back to Extra Gents. How are you? Getting too old for that stuff. Today we're going to be taking a look at a new fragrance, a newer release from the house of Bvlgari. The fragrance is, of course, Rain Essence. The newest in the Essence line of fragrances. Or I guess it's the newest in the Bvlgari Man Essence line. Yeah. So this one was sent to me by Bvlgari. So shout out to Bvlgari. Thanks for that. Appreciate you, as they would say in the South. I have had this for a little bit, been giving it some wears and whatnot, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the release. I will also show you guys the presentation, as always, and just shoot the breeze with you about Rain Essence. So let's jump into it. And friends, I will have this linked in the description below in case you want to check it out. It is available at Macy's and a few other retailers. Check it out there. A 100 ml size bottle will run you $135 US. Ooh. Not the priciest boy that we've ever seen as far as designers go, but it's got a price tag. All right, let's go ahead and check out the presentation, shall we? And then we'll jump into the fragrance itself. So here we got the box, your typical Bvlgari Man style. I like it. It looks nice and clean. The silvery, streaky kind of look to it. It's appealing. It's aesthetic. You got the name of the house, name of the fragrance, size and concentration on the front there. Eau de parfum is the concentration. Nothing up top, nothing on the sides. On the back, you have your ingredient information. And on the bottom, your badge code and barcode. My batch code is 30N51BD1. And here we have the bottle. Again, very clean. It has that same sort of streaky silver appearance up top as the box has. I like it. I think it looks nice. Again, name of the fragrance, name of the house on the front there. Nothing on the back. On the bottom, a sticker with your batch code. And of course, the atomizer built into the top of the bottle here, and you can close it by turning it like so, and then you can't spray it. Locked and unlocked. You know the drill, guys. Let's share a couple sprays and we'll start talking about it. Here we go. Atomizer's okay. It gets the job done. All right, let's dive into it. Bvlgari Man Rain Essence. I have to tell you, when I first saw what the new essence was going to be, my reaction was basically this. Rain. Right. Now, I know a lot of people out there would have the opposite reaction. They would see Rain Essence and be like, oh, an aquatic, fantastic. I love aquatics. The problem that I have is a lot of times with aquatic scents, they end up smelling cheap or boring, generic, whatever. It's not the easiest thing in the world to make an aquatic fragrance something very unique and appealing, because ultimately you're trying to get across this idea of water, and water is fresh, water is clean. You know, there's not so many ways that that's been put across in fragrances. There are a lot of scents that will give you like a sea salty vibe or an oceanic vibe, and they'll lean more on like that visceral part of the ocean where you get like a really pungent waft. But most of the time when you see an aquatic fragrance, especially one that's like rain, you know, Rain Essence, it's not gonna have too much in there to really wow you. So that was what I was worried about going into it when I first saw the name. So the first time that I sprayed Rain Essence on, yeah, it did not wow me. Green, clean, fresh, a little bit soapy, very chill, mellow kind of fragrance, a little tinge of sweetness in there. The green tea comes across, but there just really wasn't anything in there that grabbed my attention. It was kind of one of those deals where you smell it and you're like, oh yeah, that smells fine. You know, it's good. It's safe. It doesn't really smell to me like the essence of rain or anything. I think there are a lot of ways that you could tackle that, right? Rain Essence. Obviously, it's not the idea or the way that Bvlgari wanted to go, but with Rain Essence, you could try to do something petrichor, you know, the smell of the earth after the rain. So you could really ramp up that water spritzed kind of feeling in the scent and give it this, you know, like earth coming back to life after a thunderstorm kind of smell. And that would be really cool. I think as Rain Essence, like the actual essence of rain, That would be a much more interesting idea. That would be something that could potentially really set everything apart and really put this out there as like, oh wow, you took that in a cool direction. And there's a lot of ways you could go with that. I mean, you could, work in a lot of different facets, but that's not what they did. And alternatively, you could even go with, like the smell of even asphalt after rain or something like that, or even the smell of a thunderstorm. There's a lot of stuff you could do there, but none of that is here. You can't really fault a fragrance for not, going a different direction. They went the direction they wanted to go. I'm just saying there are more intriguing, at least for me, ways that you could have maybe taken it. So yeah, it's a bit green from the tea, watery, fresh, clean, slightly sweet, and easy to wear. It is that. As it dries down, you've got this muskiness that comes out, which is kind of what you would expect, a clean white musk, and that comes out here in Rain Essence. You can tie it in vaguely with like wood essence that came before it, that kind of sweet vibe that it has going into the dry down with the musk. You've got a little bit of that here, and you can kind of like draw parallels between the two. You could also take Bvlgari Man Rain Essence and think of it as like a modern reinterpretation of this oldie but goldie Bvlgari Pour Homme Soie. This also made use of tea as one of the more prominent notes in the fragrance, so they do share that similarity. But I will say that this guy over here definitely has more depth to it, has more complexity, more going on, and between the two, this is better. And I would not say that this is a real good replacement for this either, but it is like following to an extent in the footsteps that one laid out years before. So Bvlgari Man Rain Essence, it's not that it smells bad. Nothing about it is offensive. Nothing about it is poorly done. I mean, it's cohesive. Like, it makes sense from the opening into the mid into the dry down, but nothing about it is really impressive to me. Nothing about it has me wanting to come back for more. This would be one of those types of scents where I would say, if you're interested in the line, or you just want kind of a minimalistic spring, summertime, relaxing, green, soapy, freshy, check it out. Sample it at a store or something. This would be one of those deals where I would say, price-wise, you're probably gonna want it in that like 40, 45 range, something like that. I think it gets down to that price point, then it becomes a lot more interesting for a lot of people, more intriguing, but right now it's sitting at, 3 times that amount. So yeah. So unfortunately, Bvlgari Man Rain Essence, just not really something that I'm smitten by. Again, I think it does have good usability during spring and summer, office safe, good daytime fragrance, good casual fragrance, but really this is just in terms of the pricing where it's at and what you can get at that price point. That's where it starts to be a little iffy, things fall apart, and that's where I would say wait. In terms of performance, the projection is okay, maybe a little bit below average once it settles in. It's a little bit softer, but you would expect that because again, it's a rain essence. You don't expect it to like fill up a room, but longevity is pretty good actually for a fragrance of this type. A little above average, I'd say. It sticks around for a while, just not loudly. So with this one, I think they're just going for something very non-offensive, and that's what it is. So it could play a big role for a lot of you out there if you're looking for something of that style, just like, a summertime office scent could really do well. But as far as just like straight up wow factor, not any for me. All right, guys, that'll do it for me. Thank you for hanging with me. If you have smelled Rain Essence, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. And I will see you again another day with another video. See you later.